With the camera rolling, an interviewer walks up to a couple of teenagers in a park. "Name as many of the 10 Commandments as you can," he says. The teens' eyes grow wide. "You have a right to—" "Oh wait, no," one of the guys starts to say. His friend laughs. Off camera, another teen begins reciting the books of the Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua. "You might as well put the camera on him," the other guy says, pointing to the kid who knows his Bible but is obviously confused. After a little while, a light bulb goes off for one of the boys. "Thou shalt not steal," he says, smiling. "No fornication," another chimes in. "No sex before you get married. Then, silence. "Well, do you think you do a good job following them?" the interviewer asks. "No, not really." No hesitation this time from the teens. The video also asks adults and other teens about their knowledge of the 10 Commandments. "I can name all 12, one person says. "Thou shalt not steal" comes up a lot. "Thou shalt not kill," "Thou shalt not covet another man's wife," "Honor thy father and thy mother," "Do not take the Lord's name in vain," "Thou shalt not commit adultery," "Do not give false witness against a neighbor." In all, the people in the video managed to come up with 7 of the 10 Commandments. That's not bad, much better than when Jay Leno went to the street in one of his jaywalking segments. How many of the commandments are there?" Jay asks a young woman. 10, she grins. Can you name any of them?" Jay continues. "Freedom of speech?" Studies have shown that most people know the ingredients of a McDonald's Big Mac better than they know the Bible's 10 Commandments. In a survey of 1,000 people, 800 of them knew that 2 all-beef patties could be found in a Big Mac, but only 600 knew the commandment of "Thou shalt not kill," and less than half of the people remember the commandment to honor thy father and mother. Yet, 6 out of 10 people knew the Big Mac has a pickle. Maybe we just have to come up with a catchy commandments jingle. Many people surveyed said they'd memorized the 10 Commandments when they were younger, but couldn't remember them anymore. How about you? Can you name all 10 Commandments? My 8-year-old daughter Morgan certainly can. And believe it or not, her memorization of those commandments changed my life and the life of the church where I'm a pastor. As I tucked her into bed one night, Morgan recited the greatest top 10 list of all time, including the first 2 commandments that everybody seems to forget. "You shall have no other gods before me," and "You shall not make for yourself an idol." When she finished, I smiled. "Wow," I said. Then I asked the same question as the interviewer in the video. "Do you do a good job following them?" Morgan looked at the ground as she admitted that she'd lied and didn't always honor her father and mother. But then her eyes became bright, and she said, "Dad, I know one commandment I have never broken. I've never made an idol." I smiled, holding my tongue. I wanted to tell my daughter that, as a matter of fact, that commandment is the very one we all break most often. But as I said goodnight to my young daughter, I decided to save the theology lesson for another day. We prayed and thanked God for sending Jesus to take away our sin and guilt. As I left her room, I gave her a smile and a kiss on the forehead and told her I was proud of her for memorizing the 10 Commandments. But walking down the steps, I wondered how many people see idolatry exactly as Morgan did. Maybe they see the 10 Commandments as a checklist, like the rules posted at the community swimming pool. No running, no diving, no peeing in the pool. Just a long list of rules. And the one about idols is quickly skipped over because they think they've got that bullet point covered. After all, the whole subject of idolatry seems obsolete. That command was for the time of golden calves, not now, right? As for those 1,000 or so references to idolatry in the Bible, haven't they expired? We don't know anyone who kneels before golden statues or bows down before carved images. Hasn't idolatry gone the way of parachute pants, beehive hairstyles, and 3 layers of grungy flannel shirts? Aren't we past all that?